Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it is time to continue our Moto2 career mode. It is round 3, it's time for the circuit to the Americas. So we're in pole position for this one, had a pretty comfortable practice and qualifying, so I'm keen to get on board with this one and hopefully we can take the victory. It's a good start across the line, 0.2 of a second advantage to Tony Arbolino and Acosta. It's where I wanted to be. For some strange reason, in the dry conditions, the AI are terrible at starting, but that has really benefited us. 0.4 of a second already. We're still running power setting 3, but I think soon I'm able to drop it down to power setting 2, because if this is the way it's going to be, the way practice looked, the way the qualifying looked, this one should be a dominant race. Now, I don't want to say too much, but you never know what can happen in MotoGP 23. And of course, guys, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. But I feel great so far. We've got a second advantage going up from turn 10. This should be a good victory for us today. I certainly hope so anyway. 2 races in, podium and a DNF. Well, we finished at the back of the grid out of Argentina due to the wet conditions catching us off guard. But in the dry sessions, we really have been superior against the 120% difficulty AI. And I think here in the circuit of the Americas is proving yet again that we're just on top of our game. And when the right situation's working, yeah, we're pretty solid. And I'm feeling really good about this track. And honestly, it's a track that I don't particularly care for. I would never choose to play it. But when it does come up and I start playing it, I always feel good. So yeah, this is a great start and I'm really pleased. Well, maybe it was until we got that track limit a moment ago. But into the left-hand side for turn 15, a section of corners I do very much enjoy. To be honest, there is a lot of great corners here in the Circuit of the Americas, but there's a lot of races that I've watched so far in MotoGP in particular where there's just not that much action. So whenever I think of the track, I think of the lack of action we've had in MotoGP, and the track just doesn't resonate with me. Tracks where you really see on television how intense the battles are really make that special moment for me when I play the game. But I always do well at this track, and honestly, this is a complete opposite. In Moto3, in MotoGP 23, in Moto2, in MotoGP 22, and maybe in MotoGP 21 in the MotoGP class, I've had some terrific races against the highest difficulty AI. And why isn't it like that in real life? I don't know, but it seems to flip itself round, and this is a great track to fight with the AI. So even though we're leading by 3 seconds now, I'm not counting out the AI. I am going to struggle with fuel. We realised this in Argentina. We've seen it in Portimao. I can't use power setting 3 very much at all. It just seems to completely deplete with this forward team. Now, I did take a look in the career mode menus, and I did see that this bike really suffers with fuel. Oh, just went off the track there. Wow, surprised I got no track limit warning, or at least a further track limit warning, but fine, I'll take it. No worries. But I did notice that our bike is bottom of the list on the bikes. We have high fuel consumption and high tyre wear. So regarding our chances for a championship this year, this could be the most difficult championship we've had in MotoGP games since I started making content. I remember 21 being quite competitive, 22 was also competitive in certain tracks and certain championships, but here we only won the championship by a single point in Moto3, and here in Moto2 we have not had a win yet. That could change today, of course it can. We're 3.7 seconds ahead. But I already know that I was quite confident with the medium front, but took a gamble on the medium rear. Whether that will pay off or not, I have no idea. Rhyming accidentally. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, so... But we'll see what happens here, because I'm really concerned for the fuel. I will not lie to you. In every session I've done, in the race we've done so far, every single problem I've had is down to the fuel. I am significantly slow with power setting 2 here in Moto2. In Moto3 you can get away with it, but not in Moto2. Not with this team. I can't be relying so much on the second power option. It's just not good enough. It's really difficult for me to try and win here, but this is part of the competition, this is part of the experience, and this is part of the challenge. Now, I will ask the question to myself and to this game: why was the only Moto2 team that offered me a chance to ride for them was the forward team? That I have no idea. I was the Moto3 champion. I pretty much beat every objective that was given to me in Moto3 career mode, but yeah, only the forward team was interested in my services, so this is why it's going to be a very interesting season. But I'm talking as if everything is doom and gloom. It isn't, it's just that it's looking pretty bleak when I know the fuel situation is so bad. So my plan here in today's video is to hold power setting 2 as much as we possibly can. I do strongly feel that the AI, as the AI does in this game, they get significantly stronger towards the latter stage of the race. This is why it was imperative for me to take the soft rear and just bolt to the front. It might not be the most interesting race as of yet, but I can assure you we're going to get into a little bit of bother, I can assure you. So guys, now's a great time to like and subscribe. You may not have a chance to do it later, so now's definitely a good chance to do it if you do enjoy the content, of course. If you do, definitely like and subscribe because it does help out the channel and it keeps you inundated with lots of bike content. And rest assured, I've got so much more videos coming very soon, from guides to Ride 5 videos and guides, and just a lot of content in general. But we need to talk business. The gap is down to 3.2 seconds. Now into the left hand side for turn 20, we'll bring on the power, and it's still over 3 seconds. We are the fastest man on the track. That's a great sign. We were the fastest man on the track by about 0.3 of a second. We must keep an eye on that gap. A 2:09.902 is still slower than what lap times we were doing with power setting 3, so I know my true potential around the circuit, and I know how fast I can be. But what I can't be is very competitive on power setting 2. Gap is down to 3.2. I'm sure we reached, but not got over 4 seconds a moment ago. Seems to be this first split where we do seem to be able to gain a bit of time. Into the left hand side for the for 7th corner, and now into the right hand side. We're upshifting and downshifting all the time as I just get just a brief track limit warning there. Odd that we would get a track limit warning there, but not for here. Ooh, yeah, that will be a track limit warning. Nope, somehow it wasn't, and that is peculiar. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not going to question it. Not a problem. Not at all. We're about 1/10 of a second quicker than the previous lap time, so we may actually be able to get into the 209s with the second power option. Staying in the 210s is not really a bad thing either. Obviously, just looking and focusing on improving our lap times is imperative to ensure this 120% difficulty AI keeps at bay. Into turn 13, nice tight apex. Whoa! We almost lost the front. That's cost us a lot of time. We lost 0.4 of a second just for almost losing the front there, and the gap is down to 2.5 seconds. Steady on. Really, really got to be careful there. I don't know what it is about that corner in MotoGP 23, but I'm struggling in that apex. I just can't seem to get it right. I feel okay now though, but just that corner, it gives me trouble every time. Good entry into the penultimate corner, and now into the final corner. We may actually be able to pull a bit of time back. Across the line as we go now, it is a 2:10.468, and Acosta's gone quicker. Oh my goodness. How many tenths did Acosta find there? 0.6? Yeah, we've got to be really careful here. 0.6 of a second Acosta's found on the fastest lap of the race in lap 4 of 9. We might hold on, but we're going to have to be on our best behaviour here. We're going to have to really dig down deep and produce the best possible lap times we can. With the second power option, may I remind you, because we cannot use power setting 3. If I change the fuel to power setting 3 right now, that fuel will instantly go from plus 1.8 to about minus 0.2 by the time we got to the straight. I can assure you, the fuel is so bad for our bike right now. We've got to do some upgrades. And the worst part is if we do get this upgrade once I defeat Marcos Ramirez, it won't take place until the summer break. Things will get tougher before they get better, I can assure you. Now, Marcos Ramirez, fair play to him, he's actually been doing pretty well. He acquired around 6 points in the rain-sodden track of Argentina last time out, and keeping us in the team's championship. Not by much, but he did his part as I crashed out twice in the Argentina GP. Good entry into turn 13 this time. Aha, okay. Now that's looking a bit better. We've gained a couple of tenths. We're back up to 3 seconds. That's good. Promising, promising. That's what we need to do. Keep churning out the lap times. Keep that pace going and stay with our head over the precipice of going too far into the lap times. And what is going on here? We're really struggling to get in the right side. Okay, back to reality it is then. Down to 2.5 seconds. Into turn 19. Still losing around 3.5 tenths on this lap time, so it should still be in the 210s. But onto the power, as that fuel has still not increased over 2 laps. I was hoping it would. Yeah, we did lose 3 more tenths on that lap time. The gap is down to less than 2 seconds now. Wow. I've got to say, it's not easy to keep your concentration up like this. To keep on pushing, to keep on churning lap times. I know we've not done really that many laps. It's just that I'm so concerned about the fuel. I can't stop looking in the bottom right corner of my screen. I can't stop focusing on how many more laps we'll need or what else is in our potential. There's only so much we can do. There's the familiar sounds of the Moto2 machine. The Triumph just getting ragged around here, around the Circuit of Americas. Now into the change direction. Forgot to downshift there. No, I don't like that anywhere near. I've got to downshift back to 2nd gear, I think. Really struggling with the power coming into turn 9 to turn 10. We're already losing 3 tenths of a second. That's not ideal. Far from ideal. Into the brakings over turn 11. Going as late as I possibly can. We're still close. 2 seconds is the gap. Pedro Acosta, Tony Arbolino. Is Tony Arbolino coming with Acosta? You can see on the graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, it looks like there's a small gap between Acosta and Arbolino, but really, is that what 2.5 seconds looks like? Some Chantra is about 5 seconds then. Definitely something to pay attention to as this race progresses. Now, regarding the tyres, it does look okay there. Medium front was a great choice. It was the harder option we had, and the soft option was the softest option of the weekend. Looks to be pretty good. Neither side of the tyre is getting burnt up. We might be alright here, but it was a gamble because it was so important to get the whole shot, dash to the front, and maintain a steady advantage. We've done part A of DrAce's master plan. Can we complete it with their part B? And part B is to hold on and win this race. We're finally getting close to 2+ laps on the fuel. At that point, I will be able to relax a bit because I can use power setting 3. But we're still getting slower. This is the concern. I don't know why I'm getting slower. I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong, but I do. It must be me. Because the tyres look good. The fuel hasn't changed. I've just got to be better. And with that much pressure behind you, though, it's Pedro Acosta, for goodness sake. It's not just any rider. We've got the championship leader in the form of Tony Arbolino, and Pedro Acosta, who's of course a world champion already at the very, very young age of, what, 20? I don't even know how old he is, but he's very young, I can assure you. I know he's still quite a spring chicken. Not like me, I'm afraid. I'm up to 29 years old, so Acosta's got a couple of years on me yet. Or at least I've got years on Acosta, haven't I? That's the right way to say it. So, for the young man from Marathon, is it Marathon? I don't remember. I'm trying to use all my knowledge here for the 19, 20-year-old Pedro Acosta. But into the left-hand side for turn 11. Felt like we were going to go wide there. But we're still on the same path. 3.5 tenths of a second. 3 laps to go. We cannot afford to lose any more time to Acosta behind. If we can get a good lap time in here, possibly get into the low 210s, I'll feel a bit more confident, and I'll think we must have a chance of getting this victory. We're still... Oh, that's wide! Oh, no, not now. Not now. We can't be making mistakes now. 8 tenths of a second is the gap. 6 tenths of a second for... You idiot. Oh, Matt, you fool. 3/10 of a second is the advantage, and I've just got 2 laps of fuel. But I can assure you, if I move that over to power setting 3, it won't stay 2 laps of fuel, and we'll lose. Oh, this is a tough situation to be in. Oh my goodness, we've already lost the lead. Oh God. I've made a massive mistake here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we need to get this straight lined up, and we need to get power setting 3 on. Okay, here it is. Already we've dropped to plus 1.9. We've got to get him here. I'm not losing this one, not a chance. We were kind of robbed in Argentina, but look at the difference on the straight. 3/10 of a second, 4/10 of a second has already been gained just for using power setting 3 in this straight. We might have to go into the left-hand side for turn 1. We might have to consider trying to use power setting 3 sparingly rather than just trying to get away and then use power setting 2. That's something for me to learn. That's something I'll try and pick up for the next couple of races. But into turn 4 and into the left-hand side, Acosta's made a mess of that one. Oh, I'm squeezing through. That was important. Drop back down to power setting 2. We'll keep hold of the fuel. Whoa, Acosta again trying to go for a dodgy lunge. But into the right-hand side, I should have the apex for turn 8. Forget about it. I almost lost the front then. That's why Acosta came on through. And now I made a big mistake. I've got across the... I've got the corner. Damn it. Oh, and now we're off the track again. That's definitely a long lap penalty. Wow, what? The game is too lenient. I should be definitely be getting a penalty right now, but it is what it is. We need power setting 3. Can't mess around now. Plus 1.5 laps. We've still got chance. Bloody hell, Aaron Canet put a 2:08 in. That's 2 seconds quicker than we were. Wow. Alright, back down to power setting 2. We've got to save a little bit. I cannot risk it for the final lap. I want to use power setting 3 in the entirety of the final lap. Look at that tight apex into turn 12. Acosta could be yielding the position here. Not close enough, but we'll go into the right-hand side and hopefully we can close in on the number 37. Tight to the apex again and then lean into the left-hand side. Hard on the brakes. Oh, I wanted to go through them, but I couldn't. Damn it. Really didn't want to hit him there. And now Tony Arbolino's come on through. God damn it. And we really struggle in this final part here. The AI just carries such a tremendous amount of speed in those right-handers. But this race is far from over. I'm not panicking yet. All we need is power setting 3, and I think we'll take the victory here. Into the final corner. Look how much time we're already gaining. You can see it's still green. We've made some mistakes in this lap. Here we go then. This is the final lap of COTA. I hope you didn't tune off. You still better be here watching this one, because what a shame it would be if you tuned off earlier. This is the big one. You've got 3 championship protagonists, Acosta, Arbolino and me, all fighting it out to take the victory here in America. 9/10 of a second it is to Acosta, so I've got to hurry up here. Into the left for turn 3, back across into 4. Quick change of direction into 5. Acosta's almost down again. Oh, Acosta! Wow, that was a scary moment. Tony Arbolino now will take the lead. He's won 2 out of 2 for now. Will he be taking another 25 points here this time around in COTA? Better not. It's got to be me this time around. We've still got fuel left. We still can do this. We're gaining 5/10 of a second on this lap. I am pushing so much. Acosta's still behind. He's 1/10 of a second. Hard on the brakes we go into turn 11. Wow, Tony Arbolino almost went down there. Did you see the sparks pick up from touching the apex? Brave. Very brave from Tony. We're in the slipstream. I must be careful here. I don't want to get suckered in and make a mistake upon the brakes. I'm going to try and brake a little bit earlier and go for that tight apex again. Oh, Acosta's in the way. That is... Oh, it's completely nudged me. That's not the corner I wanted to do. That is not how it should have gone. Damn it, Acosta. That's cost us. That has really cost us now. And now into the right-hand side. I can't compete with Acosta's line and going into that corner. Oh, Chantra! Whoa! Whoa, my goodness, no! Oh, I can't believe this. I'm going to have to fight back here. Ah, that's... Ah, you... Oh, Chantra, you fool. You've ruined it for the both of us now. What was that aggressive lunge? And he's back through again. Oh, this is terrible. This is not going to plan, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go for a lunge anyway, for a podium position. From first for about 7 laps to dead lap to 4th here. I'm going to have to go for it. You're not taking that away from me, Chantra. Have a bit of that, sunshine. Take that podium away from me, I think not. How can you be so aggressive on the final corner, on the final lap? My God. Oh, that's a damn shame, that is. That is a damn shame. I'm not even happy about that overtake on Chantra. That was quite aggressive, quite brutal. Oh, I'm so frustrated at that, though. That's so annoying. That was so aggressive. Coming into the right-hander there. Oh, it is what it is. God damn it. Well, it certainly makes the championship interesting. Tony Arbolino, 3 out of 3. Perfect 75 points out of a potential 75. Brilliant performance from Tony. I can't even be mad at that one. I am annoyed, though. I blew it. I've got no one to blame but myself. So, unfortunately, guys, still waiting for that first victory here in Moto 2. So guys, that's it from me. Take a look at the Team's Championship if you like, and I think I'll see you in tomorrow's video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.